Hi, welcome to class today. My name is Denison. You can call me Billionaire Farmer. So today we are going to be looking at a few commodities that you can flip quickly to make you good money right now. Now, we are looking at my top two. There are so many commodities that you can flip depending on your market, depending on the experience you have, and also the funding available to you, right? So, we'll be looking at a few commodities that if you can flip right now, you'll be able to make good money. So if you can hear me, you're just joining, please let me know in the comment section that you can hear my voice. And also you can see my face clear. Let me know if you can hear my voice and see my face very clear and where you're joining me from. We are discussing agro commodity trading, a few commodities that you can flip for quick cash, a few commodities you can flip for quick cash. We are looking at few commodities you can flip for quick cash. So let me know where you're joining from. And if you can hear my voice, please let me know that in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me in the comment section, please. So we are looking at a few commodities that you can flip for quick cash turnover. See, one thing I've learned about this business is that for you to make money from agriculture, you must be able to sell. So I was speaking with a client who told me he's setting up a cassava processing facility. They are also investing in processing. And I told her that I am having a training that is going to come up on the 17th of March, 27th of March, where we'll be teaching people how to buy agro commodity, how to trade agro commodities, in fact, how to get consistent buyers for what you're doing. And she was on opinion like, but we are going into production. I was like, that is where the issue is. So after production, you have to sell. So if you don't know how to sell, you produce and then you'll be looking for people that will buy from you. So therefore means if you're looking at, oh, I want to go into trading of, I want to go into primary production of agro commodities, you first have to be able to know how you will sell that commodity. Because your business, the business you're going into will only make you money if you can sell. It will not just make you money if you can produce. Production is fine, but if you produce and you cannot sell, it is as same as you never even produce anything. In fact, someone made a comment and she was saying she's into spice production and she's even struggling to sell because I wrote that post on Facebook and I say, if you have money, invest in spice production. It's a business that will bring you big money. And the person was like, I'm into the business, I'm struggling to sell. I said, that is where the issue is. Now, there are two reasons to why you will struggle with sales. Number one, poor branding. The packaging you're doing is very poor. Consumers buy with their eat with their eyes first. So when they want to buy your product, they want to see that it is neatly packaged. They want to see that the leather is fine. I keep giving this example. While I was doing my rice processing on a commercial scale, there was a time someone I was using a bag, and that bag was so beautiful, transparent. So people were rushing the order, buying my rice left, right, and center. And then something happened. The bag we could not get the bag in the market again. And when this client came back to me, she said, "Oh, since you don't have that particular bag, I will not buy the rice because if I buy the rice from you, I will struggle to sell. My customers need that bag. They love the bag, not the rice. They love that the rice should be high quality. But what they will look out for anytime they want to patronize me is the quality of my branding. So if you're into trading of agro commodities or you're into processing and your packaging is poor, you will still struggle to sell. Even though you're selling life, even though you're selling life, if the packaging is poor, you will struggle to see. We some of us that buy bottled water in Nigeria here, there are some bottled water company that when you see their bottle, you become thirsty. If you can hear me, please let me know. There are some companies, there are some companies that when you see their water bottle, only the bottle alone will make you to want to patronize that company. You don't even care how they treated their water. So if you're into branding, processing of spices, and your packaging is poor, you will struggle to sell that product. I think this is where many farmers make mistake because we believe that we are into food production and everybody needs food, then people will just buy the food from us when we produce. No. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section that you can hear me. Okay, guys, so I'm back. So, but today I want us to be looking at some of the commodities that I can easily flip and be able to make good money. So for me, okay, good. Someone say I can hear you very clear, very loud and clear. Thank you so much for that feedback. So now, when you now want to be trading as a full-time commodity person, there are few commodities that will bring you quick orders and they will give you big cash. So I classify this into three, but we'll be looking at two for today. I have primary products and we have secondary products. I'm referring to people who are into trading big time now. We have primary products and then we have secondary products. If you can hear that, type it in the comment section. Let me know that you can hear that. We have primary products and secondary products. I'm going deep into the class now. Trading of agro commodities. I'm going to teach this in detail to people who are going to sign up for my masterclass that is coming up on the 27th of March 2026, which is a few days from today. We have about 19 or so, or let me say 11 people. I can't remember that sign up, but you too can also sign up for that masterclass because you can't be trading when you don't know how this business works. You have to understand the business in detail before you trade. So we are looking at the type of commodities to trade. As someone who is coming into this business or coming into trading of agro commodity as a real-time business that will bring you money, you have to be able to know that we have primary product and secondary product and other product. Those ones, let me just call them tertiary products. So we have primary, secondary, and tertiary. So the primary products are different from secondary products. So when you're going into trading of agro commodities, it is expedient for you to choose which commodity you want to focus on or which commodity you want to be trading on. But today, I just selected a few commodities from the primary products so that we can discuss. Now, what are primary products? Primary products for me are commodities that have export potentials, are commodities that have higher processing value or higher processing demand within a territory. So take for example the Nigerian market. In Nigeria right now, we are still very low when it comes to value addition. We still don't have factories that have invested money into processing of agro commodities. There are very few persons who have invested good money in processing. So what does that tell you? It tells you that if you are trading agro commodities, you have to be selling commodities that have industrial users right now in this country. Now, all commodities that I know have industrial users, from vegetable to cereals to crops to plants. They all have what? Industrial users. But with the Nigerian context or the context of your country, you also have to look out for who are the industries or companies that are using this commodity that want to be trading. Take for example now, if you're trading beans in Nigeria, beans is not a primary product in my own sense, because how many companies do you know that buy beans to process in large quantity? We are speaking of companies that can give you contract, say, who is here? Moses, please give us 10 truck every week. Or Moses, any number of truck you bring, we are going to pay you. How many companies are buying beans like that in Nigeria? If you're hearing me, please let me know. How many companies are processing beans in large quantity in this country right now? Now, beans can be processed in large quantity in different parts of the world. Maybe in some part of the world like Europe, China, if you go to places like India, American, um, they are processing beans to powder to different byproducts. But in Nigeria here, how many companies? I don't know any company in Nigeria right now that is processing beans in large quantity. We have smaller people who have just maybe one bag, they process it in their room with their family. If your market is such a person, you'll be broke, you'll be poor, because that person might buy 10 bags, and that 10 bag, it will take them 10 years, or let me say 10 months to process it and finish. So when you want to flip commodities that will give you money, focus on commodities that have industrial users. I'm not saying don't trade beans. You can trade beans. Take for example now, someone like me who is based in northern Nigeria, or you watching me right now, and you have that market in Lagos, and you have like 10 wholesalers in Lagos, and you're the one supplying to them. You're bringing one truckload of beans every day to Lagos. Every week to Lagos. And as soon as the truck lands, they buy it off from you. That business will be good for you. But you cannot buy a truckload of beans to go and keep and be selling one bag, two bags. That one is not quick flipping. It will bring you money. Don't get me wrong. But that is not what we are discussing today. So today we are looking at commodities that you can flip right now and be able to make big money. We don't have time. Commodities that companies are buying. Commodities that companies abroad are coming into the country to buy. There is no company abroad that is coming into Nigeria to buy beans or to buy how do I call these commodities? Or to buy egusi. You know, the egusi that we eat in Nigeria a lot. There is no company from China that is coming into Nigeria to buy egusi to go and process. I don't know if I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so someone drop a comment here and say oranges from Boko sold at Abuja will give you quick money also as a startup. Yes, you're right. If you're buying oranges from Benue State to take it to Abuja, do you know that that business is good? And also, the risk is very high. You know, I did the business before. You see this Dennis in there, I've done a lot of business. There was a time I was buying You know, my dad have an orange farm. Some of you don't know. So I went to my dad farm, then my truck was fully functional. I went to my dad farm, plugged oranges there, took the orange to Abuja. And when we got to Abuja, it was my first time. I didn't even conduct a market research before doing that. So when we got to Abuja, those guys told me that, okay, so what I need to do is that I will have to give them. They will be the one that will sell the orange. And each bag of oranges sell, their money is 1,000 naira. So as at that time, I think a bag was 15,000 in Abuja. So when we brought it, we gave them, they sold the oranges, they took their own 1,000 per bag and gave me my remaining money. And I went home. So why am I saying this? The orange just mentioned and we give you money. But orange, for me, is not a primary product. I will not use 1 billion to trade oranges. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm discussing commodities that you can do on large scale. I wanted us to discuss only two, but based on how this lectures is going, we might discuss many. So let's start with one commodity that you can flip right now for quick cash. Number one, soya beans. Number one, soya beans. If you can hear this, type in the comment section, let me know. Number one, soya beans. The first commodity you can flip right now for quick cash, number one, soya beans. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Soya beans. Soya beans is a commodity that if you can flip right now, you will make big money from it. This one is not like GoCom. Soya beans will give you big money right now. Why is this so? There are companies that buy soya beans, that will buy soya beans from you. There are companies that buy soya beans that if you have 10 tons, 20 tons, 1,000 tons, 5,000 tons, they will buy it all from you right now. So this one, you don't have to say, I don't have money now. No, you don't even need to be say, okay, you have money. Your own is that you have money to buy the commodity. When you bring it to the company, no matter the volume you bring, they will pay you. Soya beans. For example, now we have company like Oland. We have company like Oland. Oland is into chicken feed production. They are importing soya beans into Nigeria. So if you have soya beans now in Nigeria and you move it to Oland, right now they will pay you. So soya beans are another commodity that you can flip and make good money. So if you're a beginner and you're looking at which commodity can I flip that will give me cook, try soya beans. I have a comment from Facebook say, good evening, my brother. I am with you from Dawanu Grain Market. Oh, thank you, Adam. Sadiq Adam. Thank you so much. In fact, I'm coming to the market by, let's say, Tuesday or Wednesday, I should be in the market. Maybe we'll meet there. So you have to understand this as someone who is coming into agro commodity newly. You can flip soya beans right now and you make good money. So that is the first commodity. We are looking at two commodities and we might look at 2, 3, 4 commodities. So what I'm saying here is this. When you're coming into agro commodity on a large scale, be looking at primary products. Primary products are products that have higher export value and are needed for processing even within Nigeria. So the second commodity you can flip that will give you big money is maize, what many of us call corn. As I speak with you now, I have my client that have corn over 5,000 tons of corn, of maize in Kano State, and we are selling it so fast. So if you need it, you just reach out to me on WhatsApp and we'll do the deal. So there are companies that are into feed production. There are companies that are into feed production. What is your job? Go to them, get to understand how much they are buying per ton, compare with the price I am selling per ton. Let's do the business together and make money. You don't have to be waiting until you plant your corn. Me, I want to go into my own farm. I want to have my own farm. No, the goal is that you want to make money. And by trading agro commodities, you will make that money. I don't know if I'm making sense. If you're watching from Facebook, YouTube, please help me to share the video so we can get more people to join us. Help me to like and share the video. Help me to like and share the video. A lot of sense. Thank you so much. So that's what I want us to be looking at for. Now, we mentioned soya beans and we mentioned maize. These commodities, if you invest 10 million in it, it will go well. You can bring 100 million and buy soya beans right now. There are exporters who will come and buy from you. There are companies within Nigeria that are processing that can buy from you. So soya beans, maize, they have higher value. They have higher demand for them in Nigeria currently. So there are no commodities that when you have, you are not begging people to come and buy 1 bag, 2 bags, except you have small quantity. And this is one of the reasons why many farmers don't make money in agriculture. Because for you to be able to make money, you need to supply to people who are buying large quantity. So if all you're doing is that you're supplying just to maybe all you harvested in your farm is 10 bags. 10 bags, let's say that is just 1 ton. And there are many companies that if you want to supply soya beans or maize to them, they will tell you minimum of 1 truck. At least truck is 35 tons. A truck is 35 tons. So if all you have is 1 ton, you will not be able to supply to company. So what are you going to do? Of take from other farmers, add to what you have, and resell and make money. This is what trading of agro commodity means. If you are just doing small scale by yourself, you can't make money that way. Jeff Sunday, thank you so much for joining. Tajo Esin from Ghana, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for joining. This time my family is on YouTube. They don't miss class. I know them by name. They know my voice. Okay, someone is asking how much is maize. Maize is 260,000 per ton currently. 260,000 per ton currently. My brother from Dawanu Market, I hope you're still with us. Oga Dance. Someone is saying, I can't hear you. I'm not sure it's from me. It could be your network. Okay, thank you so much for the feedback. Let me see. Someone say you're making a lot of sense. Thank you for that feedback. Okay, take it. Is it Tago Esin, where is your location? Your location determines how much the transport will cost you. But on a normal day, a ton is around, a truck is around 1.5 million, 1.7 million, 1.8, depending on the location. So a truck minimum of at least 50 tons, that is 500 bags. We have some truck that can take 500 bags. We have some that can take 800 bags. So, but a truck is around 1.5 million to 1.8 million, depending on your location. So like and share the video. If you're just joining, we are discussing commodities that you can flip for quick cash. So if you have any commodity that you have in mind, that yes, this one too can give us quick cash, we are here to learn. Drop it in the comment section. Someone say, what about palm oil? Palm oil is not a primary product. Palm oil is secondary. Now, secondary products are the one you're selling to final consumers mostly. So palm oil is part of secondary products. You're selling them to final consumers mostly. This is not to say you cannot export, and this is not to say you cannot sell to companies. But how many companies do you know that are buying palm oil in large quantity in Nigeria? So like I said before, you have to look at your environment. Within the Nigerian context, how many companies are buying palm oil? I don't know of them. Personally, I don't know any. Unlike, okay, if you're supplying cassava now, we have a lot of companies out there that are buying, how do I put it now? We have a lot of companies out there that are buying cassava. So if you want to supply cassava now to this company, even if it's 10 tons, they will buy. If it is 50 tons, they will buy. If it is 100 tons, they will buy. Can you see it now? So I don't know that for palm oil. So let's assume you use 500 million to buy palm oil and it's time for you to sell. Where is the company that can take everything at once? That is my major concern, because you cannot be selling one bag, one keg, two keg, and you have like 2,000 keg in your store. You say, how much do companies buy maize per ton? So I can't tell how much companies are buying maize per ton. It's depending on the company that you're supplying to. Someone say, what about Gary? Gary too is not a primary product. Not that it's not a product that you can sell, but I don't know industrial users of Gary. I don't know. There are people who are into exportation of Gary. So if they are your clients, then you're good to go. Someone say, what about cassava starch? Oh my God, that one is big money, bro. Oga Joshua is asking me cassava starch. Cassava starch is an industrial product. We have different pharmaceutical companies that are into publication books. They use a lot of starch. So starch is a higher demand product. It's an export commodity. So if you can trade starch, you're in big money. If you can trade starch, you're in big money. So starch is a higher demand export commodity. So please advise me on primary products. So I've mentioned primary products. I mentioned products such as maize. I've mentioned soya beans. I've mentioned hibiscus. We have ginger. We have cocoa. We have cashew nuts. We have seasonal seeds. And we have what? We have a lot of primary products, primary commodities. These are the ones you should focus on. I'm speaking to people who are doing large scale. So if you're a starter, you don't have much money, you can be doing things like yam. You can be doing things like palm oil. You can be doing commodities such as onions, right? You're buying onions from Kano State or from Sokoto State for 40,000 per bag, and then you're selling for maybe 60K or 55,000, depending on your market. So those ones, they are secondary products. Which company is buying onions in large quantity in Nigeria currently? I don't know any. Which company abroad come into Nigeria and is buying onions in large quantity for their processing overseas? I don't know any. So bulk of the onions that is produced in Nigeria is consumed by household. This is not to say onions is bad product. People are making millions from that product. But you have to know that this product I'm going into, this is the marketing strategy I need to invest. I need to have a lot of off-takers. I need to speak with a lot of consumers so that when my truckload of onions land in Port Harcourt, for example, off-takers are there to pick it up immediately. I don't have to waste time. I don't have to beg. So that is another thing you have to consider. So if you have more questions, please drop it in the comment section. But for me, I just gave you a head start that there are companies right now that are looking for maize in this country. This is not for someone who have one bag of maize to sell. Don't reach out to me and say, a billionaire farmer, I have one bag of maize I want to sell. No. So someone say, where can I supply cocoa or which company? Now, cocoa is an export commodity. There are few companies in Nigeria that are into processing of chocolate, cocoa powder, and some. And many of them are from the West. So you need to do your survey and check companies from the Western Nigeria, Ogun State, Ibadan, or your Lagos. You can get companies from that axis. You know, I'm not into cocoa, so I don't know much of those companies. I don't trade cocoa on my own, so I don't know companies within Nigeria that buy. But there are companies that buy. It's not for someone who have one bag of cocoa. No, be say you go meet them now. It's only one bag of cocoa that you have. They might not listen to you. Because what many of these companies does is that they will first ask you, what is your supply capacity? So you not tell them, I have one bag of cocoa I want to sell. So I say, please advise your number. So I want to assume that the question is, can I have your WhatsApp number? Okay, let me put my WhatsApp number on the screen. Okay, so that is my WhatsApp number. That's my WhatsApp number. So if you want me to consult for you, or you want me to supply maize to you, like I say, we have over 4,000 tons of maize to sell in Kano State. So if you need maize, if you have any company that need maize, you reach out to me on WhatsApp and we'll do the business together. So that is my WhatsApp number. If you have that contact, you have company that buying, I can supply to you 260 per ton, Kano State, the location. So the maize is selling out fast. Someone say I can't see the number. The number is passing on the screen. I'm surprised. Let me type it in the comment section then. Let me type my number in the comment section. My WhatsApp number Mommy J, welcome on board. Roger is asking me how much have I missed. You have missed so much. So someone is asking me for my WhatsApp number. If you can check the screen, you will see my WhatsApp number passing there. I believe you should be able to see my WhatsApp number on your screen. My WhatsApp and my email. I'm trying to drop a comment here, but it's not going through. Come here. Yeah, my WhatsApp number is there in the comment section now. My WhatsApp number is there. So if you need maize, any volume that you need, if you want to come and pick up yourself in Kano State, fantastic. We can do that for you. So if you want to flip commodities, sharp, do soya beans, do maize, do hibiscus. Now these for large volume. I'm not like now. If you trade rice, you make a lot of money. If you trade yam, you make a lot of money. If you just buy yam now to resell, you make a lot of money. If you trade onions, you make a lot of money. I'm just saying that if you're doing large volume or you want to have consistent buyers, off takers, do soya beans, do maize, do hibiscus, do ginger. These are commodities that companies within Nigerian sector need. You don't just have to export them. There are companies in Nigeria right now that are looking for someone who will supply them maize. It is your responsibility to find those companies. If you want me to find them for you, you pay me. Someone say, are there any protocol or formalities required for such company like registration company and the likes? Yes, of course. Most of these companies, before you supply to them, you have to go there and sign up as a vendor. You have to go there and sign up as a vendor. So let's say you want to supply to Oland, for example. You know, Oland buys soya beans, they buy maize. Their company is in Kaduna State. You can go there. They will give you a form you will fill. I think you will pay. It's around 100 and something thousand naira. You pay, and then they will tell you their price. They will give you their vendor number. So once you bring your commodity, they credit you. Simple as ABC. Some of them will tell you 24 hours or 7 days or 1 week before payment. So once you identify those companies, you have to sign up as a vendor. Like I supply cassava to Chinese company in Makurdi. I have signed up as a vendor. I have vendor number. So anytime I'm bringing my commodities, I'll just tell them so vehicle number. They know my vendor number. They'll just insert and credit me. So what is the market day for Kano? Kano is very big. We have a lot of markets in Kano. So, and most of the markets are, you can't just say this is the day for the market. So let me know which market in Kano you are referring to. Thank you so much, Luxury. Luxury or nothing. Thank you. Luxury say you have given us a multi-million info, bro. Thank you so much. No, that is what I do for a living. I sell information products. If you can trade these two commodities, like now, if you have what is it called? Soya beans. Let me know how much you're selling per ton. I can help you get a market for it. Farmers market. Ooh, we have a lot of markets in Kano, bro. Just let me know, what do you want to do? What do you want to buy? That is where maybe I can help you. If not, farmers market in Kano, there are more than 50. What am I even saying? There are more than 100 markets. So when you say farmers market, let me know, what do you want? What about sorghum? Yeah, sorghum too is a primary product. We have Nigerian breweries, they buy a lot of sorghum. They buy sorghum, they buy millet, they buy corn. So sorghum is also a primary product. Like I said before, we have a lot of primary products. So, but depending on where you are. So, for example, now, if someone is watching me right now and you're in Ghana, and in Ghana, you have a large company that buy, say, plantain from farmers and process to plantain chips, then that plantain will be a primary product for you. That plantain will be a primary product for you, because this one, you know that once I hit the market, they are buying no matter the quantity I bring. If, for example, now you want to be trading ginger, no matter the volume of ginger you bring, there are buyers that will take everything, both locally and international markets. You say, I want you to be my mentor. I don't mind paying. Subscribe. Please create a venue for such. Yeah, you can reach out to me. My email is there on the screen. If you can see my email, you reach out to me, then you can join my mentorship class. I have a mentorship class that you can be part of, my inner cycle. So someone who is selling pepper, someone who is selling vegetable, onions, the person will make money. But when the person want to scale, bro, you cannot invest, let's say, 200 million in buying and selling of pepper now, especially fresh pepper. That one you can be doing it on a small scale, but when you want to scale and do something big, that one will not help you. Someone say, what are the requirements for your mentorship class? Okay, my mentorship class, one of the major requirements that I want is that you have something that you're doing in agriculture and you just need me to guide you. So if you're not doing anything in agriculture, you can't join my mentorship class. I can consult for you to help you start. But for the mentorship, I prefer people who have what they are doing in agriculture. Then they need someone to guide them. Maybe you're into processing, or you're into primary production, or you're into trading of agro commodities. You can come to me to help you, to guide you how you can scale the business, how you can make profit, structure the business. That you can be part of my mentorship. And in my mentorship, you have access to me for 12 months, which is 1 year. So every 1 year you resubscribe. Currently, the fee is very affordable, just 150,000 naira for 1 year access to me. So you have a poultry farm that you're running. You come to me, okay, billionaire farmer, I want you to be my mentor. The idea is that I'll be helping you, bringing ideas, consulting for you when you have issues. So if you're not doing anything at all, and you come to me and say, I want to be my mentor, many times I don't want to, because I don't know what I'll be mentoring you on. You have to be doing what I'm doing for me to be your mentor. So that is all the requirement. So you can reach out to me on WhatsApp. You pay 150,000. I add you to my mentorship community. We have about 90-something people there where we discuss agribusiness every first Saturday and last Saturday of the month. And they all have access to me anytime they want to ask me questions. I attend to them as much as I can. Greetings, Mr. Collins Ika. So if you want to, so we are discussing commodities flipping. Buy now, sell now, and make your money. This is what we are discussing. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Welcome to class today. My name is Denison. You can always call me Billionaire Farmer. What I do on my channel is to teach people how they can make money from agriculture, to share investment opportunities with people, because this is one thing I know, or one thing I've learned that make me to do what I do today. There are many people who want to go into agriculture. They have the money, but they don't have the knowledge. And there are many people in agriculture who are not willing to share their knowledge. Many times people feel threatened that if I teach people this thing I'm doing, they will come and be doing what I'm doing. So people just sideline you. They don't have your time. They will not tell you anything. You get. But for me, I believe that even if I teach you, watching me right now, how to sell the product I'm selling, it will not stop me from making the money I'm making. Rather, my money making opportunities will increase. I will work less and make more money. So take for example now, the maize that I have right now that I'm selling, that I'm advertising, I'm calling for buyers. I'm not the owner of the maize. The person that reach out to me say, I know you're into this, let's do the business together. The more I sell this maize, the more money I will make with less work. I don't need to go to the farm. I don't need to travel to where the warehouse is. I'll just make call here. And because you know me, because you're my student, you can go to that place, buy the commodity, or take there, supply, and make your money. So me, I need more people into trading of agro commodities. I have someone who was saying This one that you're telling people to be doing commodity trading, who will now come and do production? I said, that is not my business. You who is not okay with this message, go and be teaching people how to produce. Because as someone who is a farmer, who is into this business long time, I can tell you for free that trading or selling of farm produce is one of the most difficult tasks many Nigerian farmers are facing right now. They invest a lot of money, they produce a lot of commodities. When it's time to sell, they find it difficult to do that. And why I know this is not because of emotions, it's because I'm into the business. And people reach out to me every day, begging me to help them to get buyers. So that is why you see me keep telling people, come and learn how to trade agro commodities. Come and learn how to trade agro commodities. Our farmers are doing their best. Bulk of what they produce many times get bad because people are not there to distribute it timely. So don't be somewhere saying, if everybody is not trading, who will now be the one who? No, 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 that is not your business. That is not your business. Your business should be how we can reduce food wastage in Africa. Bulk of the food we produce in Africa get bad, not because everybody has eaten and it's okay, but they get bad because people are not there to move it quickly to final consumers. So I call people every day and I say, come and learn how to trade agro commodities. Number one, you will not lack money. Number two, you don't even need capital for you to start trading agro commodities. What you need is the knowledge of season and time. What that means is you have to know when is production season for maize, when is harvest season for maize. And then you also know who are the major buyers of this maize. How can I reach out to them? How can I supply to them? If you know this, you don't need to be wasting your time. If you have questions, drop it in the comments. Drop your questions. Drop your question and I'll be very, very happy to answer you and help you make money from agriculture. Let's make money. Let's make money. There is money in trading of agro commodities. I will not lie to you. People will not tell you, but me, I have nothing to lose telling you. Rather, I will make more money by telling you. And this is not me saying, oh, trading of agro commodities is a get rich quick. If you come into it sharp, sharp, you make money. No, that is not what I'm teaching. What I'm teaching is that for you to start trading agro commodities, it requires little capital. Not just little capital, you help a lot of farmers not to watch their farm produce that they have invested money, they have invested time, get bad. No, you help them. They will be happy that we have off-takers. So take for example now, you and I, we have a company that our job is to off-take maize from farmers. So farmers' problem is to produce. As soon as they produce, our company will come in, buy everything, store it or preserve it neatly, and distribute to final consumers. Many farmers will be happy for us. They will pray for us to live long and be buying their farm produce. But if we don't have this, see, this thing discourage people, discourage a lot of farmers going into primary production. They will ask you, if I produce, where can I sell? Does it mean that there are no people who are consuming that commodity? They are there. The problem is that logistic aspect of the business, moving these beans from Kano State to Port Harcourt, is where you and I can play. So if you have questions, you can ask. We are discussing flipping agro commodities, making quick money, building wealth, helping farmers not to lose their farm produce, helping to reduce post-harvest losses. So trading is the way out, and you can start with little capital. Currently, I have a lot of stock in my custody. We have maize over 4,000 tons. So if you need maize, you can place your order and we'll deliver to you. The minimum quantity order you can do at least 40 tons so that one truck can load everything and bring it to you. So your job now is to look for companies that need this thing, or look for individuals that are buying in large quantity. Then come to me and I will supply and you get commission sharp sharp. So if you're a complete beginner and you're looking at how can I do this, Oya, sign up for our Agro Commodity Trading Masterclass that is coming up on the 27th. So we have just, let's say, 4 to 5 days left for the training. So the training is for everyone, everyone. If you're into primary production, they go why, or the reason why you're into primary production is to sell. Come and learn how to sell. If you don't, you will produce just like many people do. Then you start looking for who are the buyers, who are the people to come and buy from me. You have to learn how to be able to reach out to people that will buy before you even produce. So if you are just joining, our master class is coming up on the 27th, and you should be part of the class. You should be part of the class. Okay, I'm back. So I think we don't have much question for today. Thanks everyone for coming to class. This was not a planned class, but I believe you have picked one or two from class today. And you're going to look out for primary products. And just like I said, primary products are those commodities that have industrial users in your community, in your environment. And also, they are commodities that have higher export demand. These are commodities that you can invest big money into. And the reason is that if you go into these commodities, you will always have big off-takers. You have consistent buyers. So someone who is selling primary products like maize, there are poultry businesses or poultry feed processing companies that even if you bring 1 million tons of maize, they will buy. But if you buy, say, 2 truck or 10 truck of maize and you're selling one bag, just imagine how many years it will take you to sell all the bags. So they are good commodities, but for someone who is going large, you should be looking at commodities that have a larger market. At least in Nigeria, we're yet to have a lot of processing factories that can buy some of these commodities. So even when you produce, you will now be looking for, it's mostly individuals that are buying. So someone who produce, say, egusi, if you cultivate egusi and you have like 4 truck of egusi, there is no company in Nigeria that is buying egusi that you can supply the truck at once and collect your money. Most likely, you drop the egusi and be selling little by little. That is the best alternative out there for you. It's not bad, but you should know these commodities and know what you are expecting. So if you are going for secondary commodities like onions, beans, tomato, pepper, you should know that those ones, their market is smaller in Nigeria. So your expectation should also be smaller. You make good money from it. So this is what we have discussed today. And I gave you 2 commodities that I believe that if you invest your time into, it will bring you good money. Number 1 of this commodity is maize. Number 2 is soybeans. So these are few commodities that I will advise you to invest your time into and learn how to trade them. They will bring you good money. So thank you for watching today's class. My name is Denison. You can call me Billionaire Farmer. And my WhatsApp number, my email is also available. If you have anything you want to ask, you want me to consult for you, you want me to guide you, you're a complete beginner, you want to learn how to trade agro commodities, you can let me know so that I can see what to do and how to direct you. One of the reasons why I shout trading of agro commodities is that we have that as a problem. Production has not been the only problem we have in Africa. Many farmers produce and those things get bad on the farm, not because there are no consumers for that commodity, but because there is no one that can step in and act as the logistic guy. So my dad, for example, who owned an orange farm, he's not into trading. His son is to maintain his plantation. So when the oranges are done, it's a different guy that will come and off-take it and go and sell. So that should be what you and I are doing in agricultural sector. We should be the one trading. So this is the conversation and this is my message for you this season. So thank you for joining. If you have a question, you can ask now. If you don't, then we can call it a day and I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you in class so we can discuss agro commodity business. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everyone, both my Facebook family and also my YouTube family. Thanks everyone for joining. And those who share my video on Facebook, thank you all for doing that. So soybeans is around 850, 700,000, 800,000 per ton, depending on the company. No fixed price, yes. but it's around 750, 800,000 per ton. I was going to say, what of maize? Now, for maize, there are some companies that are buying for 300, 400,000 per ton, 350, 250, depending on the company. I don't want to mention price so that you will not say, this is what Dennis is saying. No, you have to, the company will be the one that will tell you. I don't know if I've answered that question. Average price, let's say 350 per ton or 300K per ton. I say soybeans, average price 750,000. Average price. You say one will enjoy this business more if he has a truck. Yeah, if you have your own truck, even if it's diesel, if you have your own truck, you will make more money and the business will be more sweeter for you. So I think we are done for today. Thanks everyone for joining today's class. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you all. I have to catch up with another meeting by 9 p.m. So thanks everyone for joining. So much love. I appreciate those who share my video. God bless you. Thank you all. Oga Foster, you're late to class today. We just round up now. But that notwithstanding, thank you so much for coming. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Remain blessed.